What if I told you that someone who has never done a shell jump before could do one within just a few tries? You'd probably think I'm crazy or being misleading, but it's true. There are two different ways to do a shell jump. For this video, I'm going to call them the easy and the advanced method. The easy method requires no special timing at all. However, there is an advanced method, which is the overall better way to do shell jumps, even though it's harder to get really consistent. You'll need the advanced method if you want to be able to beat the really tough kaizo levels. But if you're someone who has never been able to do any kind of shell jump consistently, get ready for that to change. The easy way is like this. Grab a shell and make sure there's at least one block between you and the wall. In all Mario themes, throwing a shell too close to a wall will make it go through you, and you'll need the shell to make contact with you, so you need to be a little more than one block of distance between you and the wall. Once you're in position, all you do is jump, and before you get to the peak of your jump, let go of run and jump, then immediately re-hold run and jump. It works every time. You may not get it on your very first try because you do have to quickly re-hold the two buttons, and you have to make sure you're not too close to the peak of your jump. For this easy method, the button release works perfectly right in the middle of your jump. I'll show one more time with a camera on my hand and controller as it's happening. As you see, I'm holding run to hold the shell, then I hold the jump button briefly, then I let go of both and immediately repress both. Here it is one more time without any stops. And here it is in full speed a few times. Once you get the hang of it, you'll get it every time. This can also work if you get a running start to jump higher, which will give you more air when the shell hits you. Just keep in mind the two keys: re-grab, run and jump immediately after letting go, and make sure you do it before you get too close to the top of your jump. You'll know that you let go too late if the shell kills you, or if you're throwing a shellmet, it may land on your head. Now there is one very strange thing with Mario Maker, specifically to New Super Mario Bros. U. This technique works perfectly fine in Mario 3, Mario World, and 3D World, but in New Soup, the shell is thrown a little bit more horizontal than in the other game modes. Look at this demonstration. I have Luigi lined up perfectly with the wall, and I throw the shell. Look how in Mario 3, Mario World, and 3D World, this coin gets hit by the shell, but in New Soup it doesn't. This means if you do the easy shell jump technique in New Soup, it won't line up and it'll end up hitting you in the face. Fortunately, the advanced shell jump method that I'm about to explain lets you shell jump in New Soup, but this is something that's important to know about. I should caution you that the highly skilled kaizo players don't do a shell jump this easy way unless they have to, in which case they actually call it a controlled shell jump. Usually you only have to do it if the shell has to be thrown at a lower height, so while this method does work for Mario 3, Super Mario World, and 3D World, once you're consistent with it, I'd recommend practicing the advanced method. So what is the advanced method? I only call it advanced because it requires precise timing, unlike the easy method. You start by grabbing the shell and first take a look at Mario's maximum jump height. When he's standing, he jumps just a bit higher than this semi-solid. So what you do is you jump with the shell, and while you're still holding jump, you throw the shell just before the top of the jump. It's important that you continue holding jump the entire time. You can see Mario go into the kick animation at this height, and the shell jump works out. If you see here, I've kicked the shell at almost exactly the maximum height, and the shell goes too high. If you kick the shell too early, it goes under you. The key thing to remember is to not let go of jump through the entire movement. I'd also recommend re-holding run after you let go of the shell, so that as soon as you hop off the shell, you'll have better control over where you're going. This timing works in all scenarios of shell jumping, whether you're standing, or if you're getting a running start, or if you're running and jumping from a ledge. Even the infamous wind mid-airs are easy because all you're doing is kicking the shell just before you're at maximum height of the jump. Like I said before, this advanced method is the better method if you want to get really good at tough kaizo levels. You can breeze through a shell jump training course with the easy method, but if you're doing any of the tougher shell jump levels, remember the two rules after jumping. Never let go of jump, and throw the shell a little bit before the top of your jump. After doing it enough, you'll get the muscle memory and you'll get really good at it, but it does take practice. The advanced method is not something you're going to get really good at within a few minutes. However, the easy method you should be able to get right away. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, definitely let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from anyone that I helped get their very first shell jump. Don't forget to drop a like as well if you liked the video. And if you want to see future Mario Maker 2 content of all kinds, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.